you will have an option to import your expense accounts and cost accounts, income accounts and asset accounts. So basically, your expense account might be, produce purchased or raw goods purchased. Your income account might be sales of widget 3. And anything that you've already got set up in your accounting package, you can instantly link your products all together. The asset account refers to inventory that you may hold. So if you're holding packaging or if you're holding steel or whatever it is, you can just import it straight in and then link it. So the journal adjustments are done correctly in your accounting package. When you're creating a product, you can select all your suppliers, for example. This is because it's a raw product, so it's to deal with all your suppliers. And then you can basically select who you want to be able to buy this product. The buying unit of measure is the measure that you buy it in. So do you buy it in singles? Do you buy it in thousands? And the selling unit of measure is not relevant for a buying product, but we just put it in there and we just write the same one. Product grams is again linked to the stock control component up here. So just basically a method for this particular customer. He manages everything in grams. It will be further explained in the stock control component. Now you can set a base selling price of $100, for example, and then you can have selling price structures up to F. So if you wanted to put 120 there, or 150, and then what happens is in your customer profile there are also levels. So if you're a level A customer, you'd get $120. If you're a level B customer, then you would get $150. It's a simple kind of way to price differentiate on fixed prices. You can also put a buying unit of measure. You can inactivate the product. Once you inactivate the product, it's still there in the background, and you can still find and edit it through your edit profile. But you won't see it on any of the customer or supplier templates. Primary supplier, so you can basically choose a primary supplier. And then there's also a tax code. At the moment, there's no tax codes in the system, so we can load that up on GST or VAT, but I'll show you how to do that right now. So we'll just go back for now, and we'll just go over to create product, and up here at the top you will see manage product types, which is probably not relevant to this. Manage product categories. So the product categories are really what defines your business and defines who's going to get which products. So when you click on edit finished goods, for example, you can see that the finished goods category is for sale only. Your other products are intended for purchase or inventory, so sale and purchase, or inventory only. So that's basically any products that you don't actually sell and you just want to draw off in your stock controller as each product sold. We'll just go back once more, and you can manage your tax. So you can create tax so it's, the system's portable to all around the world. So whether it's VAT or whether it's GST or any other sales tax that might be relevant to your governmental compliance, all that we do is just write GST, for example, in Australia, and we'll say 10%. We'll just call it GST up here, and then down here we'll call it GST 10%, and the percentage rate's 10%. So as soon as you do that, if you can add as many tax codes as you want. As soon as you do that and you go over to edit products, down here you'll see you've got the ability to add GST when you're buying and selling and just update the profile. It won't let me update the profile because I haven't got my expense accounts linked in here. Admin, this is the export. At the moment it's linked to MyOb, so you can export your customer cards. So as soon as you're trading, you can export your customer cards on a daily, weekly, monthly. It doesn't really matter. It should be done in order. What this does is it takes transactions and imports. The transactions that are important to you are really bills directly into MyOb, or if you've created new customers in the system and you want to import them in, then you can do that. The other way, when you're setting your system up, you import all the details out of your MyOb file. Again, we have Sasu and QuickBooks as well, and there are videos on that. in your accounts and your products, so then you can start trading. We have a verify option for the MyOb export, just to verify that no mistakes have happened or anything like that. It's as easy as just importing a small little text file. It takes about 5 minutes, and it just verifies that everything's correct and updates the bill status as well. Again, there's a whole video on export import and a wizard to support you to get through it. Then you've got the Nerve Center, which has a comprehensive learning center, which when you click on it, it will just load another page, which I'll drag over. And you can see that there's all support in your administrator profile. You've got cloud metering, which when you click that on, it just shows you how much usage you've got in your system. The Nerve Store. The Nerve Store is all about all the innovations that are being created in the system. So there might be signature capture you might want to add to your system. There's a report you might want to add. There might be the new time clock that's coming out. The Nerve community, when you click on that, we'll click on it and show you. Basically, the Nerve community will allow you to collaborate with like-minded businesses, like distributors, manufacturers, wholesalers, and it will allow you to basically connect with them and pitch ideas, and then by pitching ideas, you get collaboration in place to make your innovation of your platform easier to use and as well as cost effective. The Nerve Factory is a process where you click on it and it takes you through a whole process of, okay, so you want to create something new for the system, and it lists your ideas. It goes directly to the Nerve development team, which I head up. And we work through the innovation to the platform. The whole idea about these three processes is for businesses to come up with ideas and cost effectively implement them, in essence, to continually evolve their software. So then you don't really need to go and buy another piece of software. You can keep just growing it and building it. What's pretty relevant to you guys right now is My Nerves and Menus. So when you click on My Nerves and Menus, it comes up with all your profiles again, and we'll click on Administrator, and basically it's these buttons up here are top level menus, and you can see that here, Home, Accounts, and if you look at this is a bottom level menu. You can basically rename and re-edit or reshuffle everything in the system and how you want it by simply, look, I'll give you an example. If you look at Accounts and it says Accounts there, I can basically rename it to, My Accounts. I can select where I want it to be. I can change it to a sub menu, or I will take it as a top menu. I can put it to a supplier, a customer profile. Then I can order it as well. But we'll just keep it simple. So up here you can see now I've renamed it. So the whole system is very portable. When you look at your packers, we'll skip suppliers and customers for now. When you look at packers, these are the nerves that they've got. So they've got operational packs. So that means that they can operationally pack everything live off an iPad, off a system. It should get rid of clipboards completely. Daily production is a manufacturing nerve. When orders come in, and I'll show you this in practice in a second. When orders come in, it basically keeps adjusting and looking at your inventory level real time to say, you know what, guys, you have to manufacture more of this because either you've got a just-in-time product, or our inventory's hit 30 days now and we need to manufacture 15 days more stock, and it will work it off the live averages. Goods inward, as you're creating supplier orders in the system, you will find that the factory team on an iPad or any tablet, or even just a computer out the back in your shed, it's very cost effective. You can run it on anything. You don't need any expensive dongle equipment or and everything like that. Just cut all that out. You don't need it anymore. You can basically just receive the goods, which I will explain. All your inventory off the iPad, you can digitally adjust all your stock inventory, and it adjusts everything and in the system, and then you can control it. And then also you can place inquiries just to let if something's going wrong or you want us to check something. We can be on where we've got 24 hours of support, so we can help you straight away. Yeah, so that's the administrator profile. So I hope that gives you a little bit of an insight. Now what I'm going to show you is we've created these orders in the system. I'm going to show you a couple of things and tools of how we make it easier, how this platform makes it easier for you to just cut paper out of your life. So let's have a look at it. So firstly, let's have a look at how customers order. So if I log out, because remember, every login is a user profile, right? So if I log into the customer profile, so any customer from any internet point, your URL that you're given when you get your email is yours. It's got your company at the start of it, and you can link it to any web page. You can have your customers ordering online within, it's minutes. And it's very easy to use. So basically they go in and they place an order for, let's say 10,000, so it's a bit bigger order so we can identify it. Again, they get the same profile. If they've got a purchase order number, they can put it in there. And then they can select the date. So we'll go for Tuesday because we'll just try to spread it out a bit. Now if they go to their order list, they'll see that they've got a whole heap of customers that the administrators have placed. And then also the orders that they have placed that are further out. So they can edit, delete orders and update orders accordingly. So we'll log out of here. I hope you're keeping up with me. And then log into operations, so it's OP. So think of the factory floor. They've got just a separate login that you can customize for what they see. But this is basically it. So it's very user-friendly, very simple, all touch screen. There's no complexities about it, and it can be run off an iPad or tablet. And the customers, the packers or the factory guys on the floor can go, great, I can see there's a sample customer 04, and they can click on it and they go, okay, great, I'm going to pack this. And then a message comes up saying, look, you don't have enough inventory to pack this. So they go, okay, well, if you're a manufacturer or a wholesaler, you will act two different ways. You'll have a look into your inventory, and you'll have a look at your finished goods, and you'll go, okay, there's no items there. So I'll have a look at my goods inward. Okay, I have some goods here to supply that are coming in, and you'll go product 1, okay, no problem, I'll receive product 1. So we'll click, they'll go through it on the iPad, they'll receive it, and you've got confirmation that this stock's been received. They'll finalise. At that point, if there's a bill and you would like your staff to process the bill on the factory floor to take pressure off your administrative team, then they can go in and they can match it up and say, yep, no problem, that's right, and submit it, and that now becomes a bill that's ready to import into your accounting package because that's finished the process. So then they go back to operational pack, and they go, great, I can pack this order now, it's green. So they click on it, they press pack, and then press finalize. As soon as they press finalize, an email is sent out directly to the customer saying, hey, you've received the order now, here it is. And also when they go back on Saturday, the order's gone. For the operations team, they don't care. They've picked it, they've packed it, it's gone. You can access this order and see it through the administrator lists, through the order lists, through the administrator profiles. But to the team down here, they don't mind. So they can go to the next day and say, great, I'm going to pack the next day's orders. They'll click on it and they'll go, okay, I'm going to pack this. And again, a message comes up that says, look, you guys don't have enough inventory. So let's have a look at what they're going to do now. They're going to say, okay, well, I need product 1. And they'll click through and they'll say, all right, there's product 1 there, and there's product 1 there, and there's quite a bit of product 1 that's required, but there's no goods coming in. So they'll, putting their manufacturing hat on, they'll go to daily production. They'll go, okay, there's 242 widgets that product 1 that need to be produced. They can go in, they can produce them all by clicking produce, or they can go in and say, you know what, I've only got time to do 100 today, so they go ahead and they produce 100 products of product 1, they press produce. So the demand remaining on the daily production is still 142. And if they look over into inventory and finished goods,